Good day and welcome to this section. My name is Topman, and today we are talking about pure React. One thing we did while we began this journey of learning React was to um, learn and understand very well what ES6 brought to being rather in JavaScript, and we started by isolating JavaScript as a language, as a programming language on its own, and did some things with it. Independent of the browser. And so I'm doing something similar right now. I am trying to isolate React from other things that was added to it to make it to make for efficiency, because it's important we understand what's happening under the hood. That's why one might skip all these things and still understand and still learn React, but then I think these things makes for efficiency. They help you in terms of debugging. They give you some kind of understanding that the one who does not know them does not have. So React. We started in the last section. We almost built a React app, but then I said the next section, which is today's section, we are going to isolate React, talk about React. Take off JSX. So that's why we're here. Now, two libraries you work with when you're doing React development is React as a library and ReactDOM. Yeah, React and ReactDOM. There are two libraries you need to work with. Now, they don't perform exactly the same function. Before this time, as I learned, React used to have some functionalities that makes it render this particular library here, but now it does not. It has been rid of all of such functionalities because React is not about browser. Browser is just one of the platforms where React can be used. Okay, so it must not be the browser. React should be able to function on other platforms. Therefore, it was rid of those functionalities that makes it render, and they are now found in this particular library, ReactDOM. This library is the reason React can render things to the UI, right? So React is the one that creates the views. The libraries that create the views. So let's see, for creating views, and then ReactDOM renders to the browser, rendering view to the browser. Okay, so I'm going to talk about certain things today that I think are important and should I say the bits that make up React, bits that I put together to make up React, pure React. So now we go. I'm going to talk about the virtual DOM. Virtual DOM. Remember that DOM means documents, object model. We'll come back to that. So let me make some bulletin. This will be better. Yes. So let's now talk about this React elements. And then what else? I think I want to talk about the children. Children. I think this will do. I think this is enough. We may also talk about, I think other things are here. Then we'll talk about how to construct element with data, right? So let's say data in React, and that will be fine. And then, of course, there's something very important that is a keyword when you're talking about React. So they are called components. What are components? And how do they? And then we may talk about how to create components. And then I think if we talk about these things, we are able to cover all of these, then we can go into JSX, JavaScript. What now? JavaScript. I used to call it JavaScript XML until I saw someone call it JavaScript syntax extension. Uh, maybe they're the same thing, maybe they're different. Maybe both of them are correct. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know too much about them. Okay. Let's make progress. Virtual DOM. Before we talk about the virtual DOM, we need to know what the DOM is, right? So I will get my terminal here. This is supposed to be section 13, if I'm not mistaken. This is day 47 of our 2 months journey to becoming React developers. Very interesting. So if you've not, you want to see other, this is not complete. You want to see other videos that we've done. If you missed out some, if you missed, or if this is your first time here, especially if you're new to this thing called React. But today is like let me see. Oh, there's an error here. What's happening? Section 11. Please move or move down. What could that be? What's causing this? It will be 11. Okay, I guess it's this one. So let me move section 11 backward. I don't have it again. So I will get 2. What's up? Whoa. Let's try this. Git fetch origin main. I hope this works. Okay, so git resets hard. Fetch head. Okay, so move section 11 back here. Okay, so section 12 was about the completion of the first, the HTML and CSS codes for our app, right? Price precision. Okay, someone says I should do git to take the error. Thank you. I guess it's fixed. Thank you. Okay, so today, section 13. So let me go. I'm going to make a new directory. I'll call it section 13. And it's our 14th live sections. live section. Let me open it in VS Code and then we get busy. No. Section 13. And then while I'm doing that, I want to believe that you know how to inspect websites, but I just don't want to go and start inspecting websites right now. I want to rather have us write ours, and so things will be kept simple. So I'll go index.html. There we go. Okay, so I do this snippet here, and I have my stuff set. I will rename this to learning React. and then I want to go live. So we'll be seeing it on the browser, what you're doing. Okay, someone says doesn't know what inspecting website means. Don't worry, we are going to do that. It's simple. Just goes. It's like seeing the codes that make up the website. It's simple. Simple. So I don't want this in this browser because this browser has a dark theme. I want to be seeing what you're really doing. So I'll cut this off from here. I'm going to close this browser and open Chrome that is using the light theme now. Okay, so we open a new tab here, paste URL here. So it's ready to serve right now. You can see the title bar. Yeah, has learning React, which I just gave it. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a div here, and let's give it an ID or a class of React class. Okay, let me follow convention. React class or React section. Yes, it's like viewing the. If you're watching on YouTube now, don't be. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to some persons that are with me live in this recording or in this section. So someone is asking, says, if I understand, it's like viewing the source file that makes the site. Yeah, like source code actually. Yeah, I think more like it. Yes. So this is I'm putting down here should be rendered on the website. Should be rendered on the website or on the web or in the browser, rather, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, we're making progress. So I want to put a H1 here. H1, and I will call this learning React. Section. I think. Please, can you see me? Yeah. Someone should confirm that you can hear me. Good, thank you. All right. So let's see where this is rendered. So learning React section 13 down here. So it's here, inspect. And if I click on it, a window appears here that I can use to check for different things. Check for event listeners, we don't have any now. Check for GeoM breakpoints, properties, accessibilities, things like that. Styles, we don't have any style here yet. So this is the HTML document. You can see it has a copy of what we have in our code, in our source code. Okay, so this is not actually our source code. This is the document object model. It's a tree-like structure. A tree-like structure. In our code here, we have this. We have the head here. So this is the head. The head has 3 children: meta, another meta, and the title. Okay, and they are all the children of this guy. No, of this guy. Sorry. This one is the document declaration. This one is opening tag. Look at the closing tag here. Right? So this is the head tag. Look at the closing tag here for the head tag. So inside the body is here we have every other code I want to write. The one that want to be visible to the user. So inside the body we have this. So I'm not creating a container like this. I think I should call this container. I'll change it shortly. But you can see that it has a copy of what we have there. It has a copy. This was what he created. This like he created. Okay, you can see. Look at the tree. HTML is standing on its own as the mother, as the parent of them all. This one is standing, this one is just different, standing on its own, like it's different from them. It's like it's what is telling the browser that, oh, this is HTML. Then this is the mother tree. Inside this tree, there are two children, head and body. You can see they are at the same level. Head, body. Inside head, there are three children, meta and title. Inside body, there is body has only one child for now, the div. So this H1 is the grandchild of body and the child of div. We said the class is React section and it's showing us here. We said the we rendered a H1 what now? Element, and the H1 has init this test. And the browser is just showing us. That's why I didn't want to use a website so it doesn't look complex. Now it's looking simple, right? Okay. Now let's do some more things. Let me now try to have do some JavaScript scripting here. So I'll go script. Let's do some JS code. So I will say document dot get. Well, let me say query selector. Is that it? Okay. I think this one will best explain what we're doing. So get element by class name. Let's say by class name. And okay. I don't think this will. Let's use ID. Get element by ID. So I will give this an ID. Remember that these things are called attributes when we what am I gonna do? When we give additional things, add additional things that are called attributes. Class here on line 9 is an attribute given to this div. Div is the element, right? Having opening tag and closing tag. And on line 10 we have another attribute ID given to H1. So let me give it an ID of page title. Page title. Let me change the ID of the class name of this guy to, I think I'll change it to ID. Let me call it container like we usually do. Container. I mean, it's more like something conventional. It's that conventional practice of calling the container because it's container is supposed to contain every other code that we have, right? It's one have to have other children. Okay. Now, so get element by ID. I say container. Let's go and see the changes that have happened so far, right? We inspect again. You see that the ID has changed to container here. This one has the ID of page title. We're making progress. Now I want to see get page title for us. Page title, and I want to save it inside a variable. It's a good practice. So I'll call it H1. So it's equal to, okay, that doesn't look like doesn't look like a good way of naming the variable in JavaScript. So I'll call it largest header equal to this. That means I want to save, I want to create a reference to this guy, and I want to save it in this constant variable. And so let's make progress. Then I come here and say, now that largest header, change the text content. This is me manipulating the DOM right now. Change the text content. Okay. Am I correct? Is this correct? This is correct. Why is it not give me suggestion? Okay, I don't know why it's not giving me suggestion. Maybe because it's the HTML file. Okay, so I will say no equals. I want you to change the text content to manipulating the DOM. Let's see whether this will work. Okay, so let's go and check. It didn't work. So something is not right. Something is not right. Who knows the attribute I'm not using well here? Test content. Is there such stuff? Test content. Uh-huh. So what is happening? ID.
Check the console, the browser console.
What? Okay. No, I didn't log anything to the console. So I don't expect to see anything on the console. This is the console now. They're saying it's not a function.
Get elements, not elements.
Oh,
Get
thank you very
elements
much.
with, yeah, is a singular
I,
thing.
I thought I used suggestion to put it. How come put the wrong one? Okay. All right. So it has changed. Manipulating the DOM. Thank you for that help. Manipulating it has changed. So if I inspect again for the elements, you can see that this guy is having manipulating the DOM. Whereas what I have here is learning. How come he's not seeing this one? It's because after looking this guy. In fact, if I have a way of making my load slow now, I would have seen it. If I could slow it now, you have seen that it will first get this one, but then this JavaScript will run and it will not change what is here to manipulating the DOM. If I comment this off, if I do this, I comment it off and go here, it should change back to what it should be. Learning React section 13. If I uncomment it and go back to that place, manipulating the DOM. All right. Now React makes us to okay. Someone says use set timeout. Set timeout. Is it set timeout in JavaScript? Okay, how is that done? I like doing new things. Set timeout. Okay.
Like,
in milliseconds, right?
delay. Yeah.
Yes, so just
It
set
takes a
timeout.
callback function. Yeah.
Yeah, so create an
Okay.
arrow function where you just put that largest
So
letter.
it takes arrow function as an argument.
The first one is the
Callback
function, then the
function, yeah.
second argument is the timeout. So what I'm suggesting, put an arrow function, then put that manipulating the DOM inside. Like set
Or inside it.
Yes, set it inside
I
the
should
arrow
put
function.
the whole of these things inside the thing. Inside
Yes,
the
inside the body of the arrow function, the body of the arrow function.
so it should take no argument, right?
Yes.
Come on, what's wrong with you? Okay. I was one pressing wrong thing. Okay, so I'm cutting this. Let's have it here. So set timer, the first should be the timer, the second should be this, right? If I had it well. So 1 second is 1,000.
Yeah, the second should be the time, right?
Oh, second will be the time.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you still need.
Oh, please be sure. I'm not used to.
You still need the curly braces. Curly braces.
Curly
You
braces.
need to pass the curly braces here.
Oh.
Inside here, so that you can put a comma after the curly braces to show that that's the second argument or something there.
Oh. I don't really get that, but let me try. Let me see whether I got that. So curly brace here, and this down. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Close the curly brace inside the parentheses. Yeah.
Inside the parentheses. Yeah.
After they manipulate the DOM quote.
Inside here. Oh.
Yes. Then now put a comma and then pass in the time that you want this thing to delay for which ones.
Okay. Did you really matter like okay.
So this in milliseconds. You can pass 1,000 or 3,000. That's 3 seconds.
This doesn't look like. Okay. So let's go. What do you suggest? 1,000.
3,000. 1,000 is
3,000.
You want
3,000. All right, let's go, guys. So this is a cover function naturally. Bam, bam, and it's happening right now. Let's go. Oh, I think I've delayed. This guy says automatically. I delayed.
Yes.
So let me take it like this. So I'll do it again and quickly move. Ooh, move. Oh, how are you going to see the change? Learning React. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Let's do it
changed.
again. Watch. I will alter this. And I put it and quickly go. Learning React. Look at it. It has changed. Manipulating the DOM. So that is to show that thank you so much for helping me out with that function. I'm using it for the first time in my life. I've not had need for it. Now I've learned. Okay. So this one gets rendered first, and then this one comes up and manipulates it. So imagine if this page was loud. See this is if the reason why I didn't want to inspect it to a new website, okay, let's try this.com, is because of this. You go there, and your life will be confused. You're wondering what am I seeing? You won't know what you're seeing again. So I go inspect. You see codes everywhere. Oh. Codes and codes and codes and codes. Okay, now it's showing the tree. All right. Are you seeing this? You see pages you don't understand. What are these things? What? So see how it's taking to load. Imagine that Facebook now has plenty of these scripts manipulating different things, changing different things. Imagine how long it will not take for this to load. Sorry about the noise. Yes. All right. Okay, so that's all about that. So you may not. That's just for you to appreciate the fact that React is React avoids these things. React does not actually manipulate this guy. React, if it does, it will be very minimal, very, very minimal. Why? It uses a virtual DOM. Okay, let me go back to my board. So I'll follow the thing. Okay, virtual DOM. It uses a virtual DOM, right? So because of the virtual DOM does not even, this guy does not have access to the HTML element until the virtual DOM is formed. How do I put this? The virtual DOM now is when something is virtual, it's like saying it's not seen, it's like saying it does not, it's not it's almost like saying it's not real, but not exactly. You might have to help me define that word virtual, the literal definition. But it is virtual because it's not the main DOM. Now, this is what happens. Well, if we let me write some React codes now. Let's write some React codes. I think we should. Now, React code forms. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good day.
Yeah. Please, can you please go back to the code? I just want to see how the async await function was implemented here.
Okay, it's a function that takes I don't know what the first argument usually is, but it looks like a function. It takes the function as an argument, or it takes the action you want to perform as an argument. Okay, I think that's the best one. You take the action as the argument, and then it takes the time that you want it to delay.
Okay, just the same way it's been implemented in JavaScript.
Yes, this is JavaScript. This is pure JavaScript. I just wrote. There's nothing. I've not started doing React yet, right? I'm just trying to explain the virtual DOM. Now, the virtual DOM, if I wanted to do the same thing, using React, of course, I wouldn't be using React to come and be manipulating this thing. I will write the thing straight into React. Straight into React. That thing written in React now will now be rendered by React DOM. Right? React DOM will now render it. Change it to documents. It will be as accurate as it could be. So it is when it changes to documents that this guy here, okay, let me not use this one now, that this guy here will now receive it. The browser will now receive it here. The browser is, what you're seeing on the browser is based on how the browser interprets what it gets here. So the browser did not even see the React. It did not even see the React and what the data was doing. What it saw was what React DOM rendered to it. So the virtual DOM, I think we can best define it as set of this guy React elements. So when we say React elements, everything you're seeing here is HTML elements. right? And React elements usually look alike, not exactly alike, but looks like it. It has that tree structure as well, because React DOM renders one component. If you want to render more than one component, they have to be childs. I think that's not hard to understand. I just talked about children some minutes ago. So yeah, there has to be children. So when it renders that structure, it should not be looking like DOM, but it is virtual. Then React DOM will now render it will now interpret it, render it to the browser, and the browser will now catch its DOM from there, and then the browser has the DOM. And that way, the DOM was not manipulated in the first place. It just received its data, like, should I use the word virgin? Receive its data. Okay, I don't know what you're saying, Ibrahim, presently, but not actually in. I don't understand what you mean by that. Okay, you must make that clear if you want my response, or if it's something you got already, no problem. Let's make progress. So using what was I talking about? I was talking about the virtual DOM. I think I've explained a lot about that, enough about that. So let's go into React elements. These are HTML elements, right? Everything here, HTML elements. This is a HTML element. This is the tag for script that allows us to write JavaScript inside HTML. Of course, we can separate the files, right? But I'm doing everything inside one file now. So let me comment this line off. I like commenting my code rather than taking it off. I mean, because we are learning, if we want to refer to the code, then we push to Git. We want to go and play with them. Just know the one, just that there are some, if you uncomment everything, you may not get any result or desired result. Okay, so I want to take this just to make sure I don't. Thank you, Ibrahim. I got that. I hope you understand what you. I want to make sure this one is still there, so let me leave it commented as well and make a copy. And this one, I want to take what is there off. I want to try to use React now. We're talking about pure React, right? And I had to arrange some snippets today, so you'll be seeing some things that will be looking like magic if you're not aware that they are snippets. You know, things that didn't exist, don't exist. You may try it on your VS Code and not get the result. I'll be thinking, whether is it magic? It's no magic, right? I saved the link that you should include in this HTML document that will make you write React code. I saved them such that if I call, I think PR, yeah, they appear, right? So this is the link that this is like adding, this is like importing React, and this is like importing to that library, invoking them in your code so that when you write your code, they'll be recognized. So let me take this and go and put it up there, cut it and put it inside the body. I'll put it up here. No, let me put it down here. So inside the script tag, I'll give you an attribute of src source, and here the link will be. I will have another one down here. Also script. So this is pure React, Virgin React, no JSX. We are trying to learn the bits that I think are basic, or that maybe not basic, but trying to understand what happens under the hood. You know, most of us are still on the LX, and that's how we are trained. Okay, so I have React and React DOM now. This one will help me create view, and this one will help me render. Okay, so to create React elements, this is how we go about it. I want to create a H1 element. There's no H1 element here now. Excuse me. Okay, there's H1 element too. Let me take it totally off. I want to create it using React because we are using React. What's the point manipulating it? Let's just create it here straight. JavaScript couldn't do that. You know, JavaScript must go and manipulate. I can create. I don't know whether I can actually create this tag, this whole tag here using JavaScript. I can create it using JavaScript, but JavaScript does not have JavaScript will also wait for this to be rendered first, and it still go and manipulate it. I don't know whether my logic is clear. I can actually create all this method. There's a method that will help me create the HTML code that is not here, that is not right here, this particular line, back and more. But that same script will wait for the HTML to run first, and the DOM will be rendered before it will now go and start manipulating it, putting what wanted to put. Okay, but React straight. Before it gets rendered, React has done all these things, put everything there. So manipulating of the DOM is minimal, sometimes not even needed. Okay, I was about to write some React code, so let me go. So this is the origin, I believe. This is how it is. I used to be in the day of code. I have a snippet for it as well. Do I remember elements? I didn't want to be typing all these things, so it's react.create elements. Okay, so it takes 3 arguments. Right, the first one is usually a string. The second one could be null or an object with key value pairs, and the third one is usually, it could be another function or some string. In fact, functions could be nested inside here. But let's take it bit by bit. Let's make it simple. So I want to create h1 elements. I'll put h1 here. I will put null if I don't want it to have anything. I'll come and change the null later. Yes. My specialization is not front end actually. Someone is asking, hope your specialization is front end. No, it's not. I just like learning and learn well. I'm full stack actually. So I'll now come here and put a string and say I want to. Okay, let me not be using single and double. Let me make my code look like I know what I'm doing. So what was that? Learning React section 13. I will copy this and go and put it here. This is pure React for you. Now with this, I have created a React element. I'm following my outline, right? I have rendered a React element. We're talking about React elements. And this element I rendered is h1. So the way you can render h1, the element I created, not render, please. The way we can create this one, we can create this, create that, we can create them in React as well. So this is a React element. So before, while this code is running now, if I call the React DOM, it will not render. This guy will not render now if I don't call React DOM. Where's that guy? Learning React. So it's empty now. It's empty. You can see our DOM here. See, recognizes that we have a div container and nothing else inside. We have script. We have this. Nothing else inside. Right? Okay. We'll come back to this. Okay, let me leave it this way. We'll come back. Now, nothing is being shown on this place because we've not rendered it. To render it, let's now call React DOM. I also have a snippet that calls it here. So I'm telling you so that you don't go and try it on your VS Code thinking you get the same results. I had to do something like, see what I did. I came here, click on file, click on preference. I click on user, configure user snippets. I don't know how to undo this, but but these are the things I have here. Let me just say, let me try to do one. So if I click on new global snippets, I cannot type the name. Let me say Greet Abiodun. Greet Abiodun, my man. Okay, and I press enter. A file will open where I will define what I want. In fact, you don't need to be wondering how to get them. All these things are comments. You can just I've debated a bit, but I think it's not bad. So I'll uncomment this one. So this is enough. So I will now say, okay, I'll put the name of the snippet I want to do. I want to write. I want to have. So say hi to Abiodun. Abiodun. Of course, I will leave this one because the scope is JavaScript or TypeScript. Prefix. Log. Prefix is what word do I want to type for you to say to do that. So let me say Abiodun. So even has console.log. That's interesting. So if I do console.log and this, it will. Okay. Let me take this off. Let's make it simple. If I say console.log, this is how you put a description. Let me say an easier access to console.log. Right. So if I leave this guy, if I take this guy off, see what happens. So know what happens. So this is it now, right? Okay. My VS Code stays automatically. So I'll go here and call it and call Abiodun. If I type Abiodun, what will happen? Well, let me even call it Z just to show you. ZA. Okay, so if I come here now and type ZA, enter, what I have there will appear. If I want to be able to put something inside it as soon as it appears, let me take this off. I will go back to that code and put that argument that was there. No, there was an argument here, so I'll just put that I want string to appear like this, and I want to be able to put an argument here. So my first argument, $1, should be here. So if I go back to my HTML now and do that thing again, ZA, I press enter. So it's putting the cursor in between the single quotes now, waiting for me to type. Right? I could as well ask it that, tell it that I want 2 arguments. I'm just showing you how I happen to have a second argument here, a string, and then the third argument does not need a string. So let's go back and call it again. Undo ZA. No. So ZA. Okay, so I can now put 3 arguments. So just for speed, that was how these guys were not there. I had to put them myself. I don't want to be typing them again and again. And we're talking about something that someone has raised. Gloria, ask.
Yes, Topman, please, I want to ask a question. This snippet you have created now, is it restricted to this very file, or can you use it on other files?
What is the meaning of global, please?
Well, as in, I mean, outside this very directory. That's what I mean. Let's say you're creating a new directory and you want to work on. Of course,
I just ask you, what is the meaning of global, sister?
Yes, it works on every other file on that, every other file on that very directory.
Oh, okay, it will actually work. I mean, when I created the snippets, I just created this directory right now, and I was using the snippet. I didn't click them. You understand?
Oh.
You understand that I was using snippet. I didn't create these things now, but I created this guy now, like in this video, right? Live and direct. Yeah, I created this directory now, created this file now, and I'm still using something I created a while ago.
Okay.
So it's not
just global to this very file. Okay, noted, sir. Thank you.
So you get it everywhere. Once you make it global, it's global for you. Global. But then you need to specify whether it's HTML. That was a deviation. Let's go back to our lesson. I'm just trying to show you so you don't think I'm doing magic. I don't even know how to even delete it. Maybe I'll learn that one later. This thing I didn't. I don't know how to delete it. That's now it's a global. I don't know how to rename it either. But I know how to come and alter the file, change what I have here. That's what I'll do. And I have great Abiodun. I'll come and delete this, Back to our code. So take out this console log. There was some small demo. Yeah, we are trying to create some React elements, right? H1 elements that will have the test that will have the same test that we had earlier. So now let's render it. To render it, I have a snippet here. Render. So it's ReactDOM.render. Okay, and it takes 2 arguments. The first argument is what you want to render. The second argument is a target. Where do you want to render it? The target. What will be like the mother? But I want to render it into here now, the same place where it is. So I will target it with this ID. I will use this ID to catch it and say, okay, go to container and render it. You have to be specific. I mean, you couldn't say div. What if I had 20 divs? I could have hundreds and thousands of divs in my HTML document. So you have to be specific. All right. So I could have all of this function on line 20 as a first argument. Fine, but let's make things simple by saving this one in a variable. So I'll go const. What do I call this? Let me call this header 1. header 1 equals this. So I can easily pass the argument. What did I do here? Why is this red guy here? I bet why do I have that red man on line 11? I don't want it there. Okay, so header.
Just click on it. You probably set a breakpoint there. Just click on the red dot. It will.
Okay, it's following me. Why is he following me like that?
No, you can set a breakpoint in case of you want to debug. You want to see how your code
Okay, where the
runs.
program will run and stop. Okay, I get.
Yes.
All right, let's make progress. So first argument header 1. Second argument is the target. So you know how we target. You know how we do it now. Just with JavaScript. So get document dot get document dot get element by ID, and I want to pass the ID of container and I think we are good. We're good to go. Now let's go and check, right? Let's run that. Wow. See, we have it there. And look at the browser. The browser is not aware of what happened anywhere. It just got instruction from the virtual DOM and built its DOM. You can see this. Isn't that interesting? Now, let's see what is the div. Now, yeah, this is what you expect to see that it's from React. Data React root. It was not so when we did it with ordinary HTML. It was not so when we did it with when we did it with JavaScript, manipulated it and changed it. But now it's showing that React was the one that did this. So React data React root. So this is the root component right now. This is the root from where you can't have two of these. You can't have two parents. Every other thing you want to render has to be the child of this guy, of this h1. Okay, let's do some more rendering. Let's try to create some attributes. I mean, I could have, that, let me comment this off. That I could have, let me uncomment this one and do some more things. I could have, let's say, class. Okay. Just to demonstrate something about React. So class, I call it a class of, so it belongs to, I've turned this to class. Okay, interesting. Class, page title. Okay, let's go back to this place. We still have it here, and here we are showing that. I'm sure you've. So we are showing that it has a class of page title right now. Class of page title. Okay, now let's do this using React. I'm talking about React elements right now. So I'll comment this off. Let's uncomment this again. And let's see this. It does not have a class yet. Let's give it a class. And to give it a class, since this is JavaScript, right? This is JavaScript we're doing here. React is JavaScript. That's interesting, right? This second argument here that I kept is where we perform those magic, is where we pass attributes that we want to be there. And so we pass them as objects. So inside the object, like key value pairs, and say, okay, I say it has a class of, but now we won't say class because class is a reserved keyword in JavaScript. When you're doing in object-oriented programming, right? We use class to create a new class or to create a new subclass. Okay, so class name, as a class name equals, what was that? No, class name, I should put this in a string. I should have this in a string. So class name as a key, and the value should be, what do we have there? We have page title. But let me, just to be sure that it came from React, another one. I won't call it page title like this. I will use camel case. Page title. Okay. Let's just stop here for now and go and check. So kindly render this for us. Let's go. You see rendering it. Now, it now has a class of page title. But what we typed there was class name. That's another proof that what is coming here is from the virtual DOM. After the interpretation and the rendering, that was when this guy received its own. So this guy is not aware that there was something like class name. All he saw was class, like normal HTML document. But somehow it has an information that shows that this thing came from React. Came from React. Data React root. All right. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll make progress. There's no question. I'm going to make this thing a bit more complex. I'm about to make it a bit more complex. What? Okay, someone has this raised. Joseph. What's not a mistake? Unmute and ask a question, Joseph, if you have. I guess that was a mistake. Or having some network problem. Let's make progress. What's the next thing to talk about here? Children, fine, interesting. Children. ReactDOM renders. What's happening? Am I still in this call? Why are people? Is this network problem? I hope I'm still here. Someone to confirm. 3 persons have left this section right now. How did that happen? Is it my network or their network? Someone should confirm that in this. Oh, thank you. I bet you don't born. No. Ibrahim, you be using test. Not your mic until you buy a good microphone. Be using test. Not mind me, but your mic is quite terrible. Mr. Joseph, I saw your hand raised before you left earlier. I guess your network was disturbing. Do you have a question?
Oh yeah. The question that I want to ask is that, like, I've worked with React before, but I've not like seen this part of it because then I didn't actually know. I didn't actually know much about programming, just following tutorials.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing now, like actually when you use React create element, that place.
Yes.
Now this is like the base, the core of React, right? At the low level part of React without using JSX. Is it the same method?
That's it. That's just it.
Is this the same method? Because I know in that JSX pattern you just do return with everything containing that JSX, so that everything will be like in one place, and that's what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, is that the same?
All right.
That pass to this render React DOM render.
Okay, so everything is about letting you know what's happening under the hood, right? Because okay, if I didn't explain that was just snippet now, some of you will just go, maybe will see this video and try to reproduce it, type BB or type PR, and no link is coming out. You're wondering why. It is like that. So it's like telling you why something is happening. So we're trying to know what is happening on that. We are rewinding. We are rewinding to the origin of React. You know how React came. Understand? I think React came in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. So it was not 100 years ago. It was just some years ago. Yeah, it's been for a while now. Right? So this is what is actually happening when you're doing that at JSX. So we are using it to create. When you're writing that simple syntax that looks like HTML, you're actually calling this method. Or factories, something called factories. We'll get to that place. Yeah, I think I should talk about factories. What you know? How come I didn't remember factories? I'll add factories to this place. I'll add. Yeah, will I talk about it now? I think I'll talk about it here. Be fine. Very important. So it's either you're calling this create element or you're calling factories. You're calling this original method that came with React. So things are getting easier, simpler. Okay, so that's it. That's what is happening. It's like the ABC. That's how we call it. That's why I call it pure React. This one is pure. It's not. It's not mixed with anything. Okay. Someone has a question. Ibrahim, type your question now. I need to just type in your question. You cannot. You must well type in your question as a message. I will see it and I will answer or respond to you. And then if you're watching on YouTube, please you can put your message as comments, and I will respond to you. I'll be glad, or we will be glad. Some member of this team will just see your message and respond, and then we'll keep learning. Learning together is very sweet, sweeter than solo learning. Solo learning is suffer, so much suffer. Okay, let's come back. Don't mind me, solo learning could be fine too, but I think learning together is sweeter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to do something. Okay, I was trying to show children, right? And let's have some children. Yeah, let's do something that will have some children. So I'm going to rather use this one. I won't use this guy again. I don't want to create this guy. I will create something else with it. So let me comment it off for now and comment this render off for now. Okay, and let me call it will not render. So let me now use this one here. Learning React. Okay, let's check. Is a you can see that um, um, that attribute that showed data hyphen React root is no more here. This one is gotten from the HTML. Now let me now use um, let me get another div for React here. So I will say div, and I will give it an ID of React container now. Container is getting more complex. It's getting complex right now. So follow, just follow. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. So now when we get to JSX, a lot of things will be, a lot of, it will be flowing, flowing. Okay. So I want to now use React to create what will be here. Okay. I'm just trying to show you that. Let me put a comment. React. React codes will take this space in the documents. All right. I want just a comment. All right. So let's go on to some. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. So I want to have what will best give us this father children or parent children a form, yeah, an input tag. Oh, okay. Let's use a list. So another list, So create this element on that list. The class name, give it a class of. Let's make a list of. Let's make a list of what now? Fruits. Fruits. Okay. So the class is class fruits. And what I want it to render is okay. I think I need to use word wrap. Alternate what? Alternate Z. All right. Word wrap. Great. What I want it to render. Sorry. What I want it to create. I want you to have children because this guy now is a child. He's a child. Let me expose something that I think is important you note. Yeah, what actually happens. There's a structure that looks like this that uh, the ReactDOM uses to render code from React. So is something that looks like this. I will have um, uh, something like this type of and you will have something like this the way I learned it. So telling you that is React React element. I'm not sure now whether it's React element or React element. So you have something like this, and then you have type. I will explain what this is to the best of my knowledge, or the little I know. Now, let me see. Um, I'm trying to tell you what happened under the hood when we had learning React. When we had this created by the React, right? When we did that thing, we did. So it showed the type of the element, the tag, right? So it was h1. That's what we render here. And the key, did we use any key? We did not use any key. So the key to have a key called key here, and it should be null, and then it will have what else? Reference. Come on, this should be null as well. Now it will have props. You may have heard about props, especially those of you who have worked with that before. Props. This is where we now have a nested object, right? That's what I think it is, nested object, where you have one of the key value pair you are most likely to have there is called children. Children. So when we created that thing, the child was learning React. Sounds like I'm making a sentence like the child was learning React. The value of children was learning React. Let me even copy it from here. Learning React, section 13. Okay. Section 13, I want it on one line. Come on, continue. So, the string, and then I'll close the object. And of course, yeah, this is a JavaScript object, right? So I should be having commas here. Comma. Okay. We also have some that I used. I don't really know how they work, but I can only guess. I can only speculate for now. Looks like some private something. So owner, right? It's used by React. It's not used by React. So go and ask React what does it. Okay. We also have this one to underscore store underscore owner. I mean, you have object here as well. Okay. Now, it's this guy that became the instruction, like it came like instruction to the DOM, and the DOM saw and knew what it was to build. What brought me here? I wanted to talk about children, and just to show you that when we did that thing, the guy props.children, you know, if I mean, if you type this into your JavaScript console right now, or JavaScript editor, and is there any question? Oh, someone has a question. I will come to you. Come to you. So if you have if you type this in as an object now, right, and you want to print learning React, the reference to it, you agree with me, will be props.children. Let me take this to somewhere where right, props.children. Okay, so let me link them together using my blue pen. So this is what you know. That's not a good link. This is what you have here. Okay, great. Making progress. Okay, let me answer your question. The question: does that mean ReactDOM document is the statement that's responsible for converting elements added to HTML? Okay, don't need to be calling this statement whenever I add an element, or it should come at the end of adding all elements. Okay, he's not here again. Okay, the person that asked the question is not in the call. If you come to let me know. That's an interesting question, and I think I've answered it. But let me just answer it. I mean, he may see the video again on YouTube. So he's asking whether he needs to call React DOM.render, this guy, every time. If I call this guy 2 times, see what will happen. Just see what will happen. Okay, let's run something here, right? Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Learning React section 13. Is that okay? Is another list? It's not H1 again, right? So that's the children now. Learning React section 13. This is what will happen if you type UL and give it that value. Okay. So let me now do something else here. Let me copy this and have it pasted here. Even up here. Let me save this in another variable called testing. Oh, my father. Guys. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm out of power right now. Maybe we'll continue here next time. Sorry about that. I did not plan like I mean I'll just leave this code like this. We'll continue from here. I won't push it to Git for now until it makes more sense. Okay, I will push it to Git. I'll push it to Git. Just know that this is an incomplete code. Or let me just take it off. No, I'll leave it here. So I'll remember where I stopped. So I'll just put a comment here. We'll continue from here. Yes. Sorry about that. I like answering questions practically, so I like when I do it, you get the result. The answer will stick, stay in you.